We're live.
We're
There
live.
is that place out
I
there.
think it's 15 days till spring. Yes.
Yes.
So we're celebrating that too. Almost.
And that's my exercise, you can pick it up my cane all the time.
Yeah, so we have a lot to celebrate. Somebody said they saw a robin in their yard, and somebody said somebody's daffodils were coming up. So
Really?
It's gonna get like 70 tomorrow, and, you know, I don't like to see them come up too early.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Blow out.
Yeah. Then they get frostbit or they get,
And then they don't bloom when they're supposed to.
Yeah.
yeah. But I noticed that the bloom cycle for some of my shrubbery and stuff is all off.
Yeah.
Like they'll bloom when they're not supposed to, they
Yeah.
don't bloom when they are, and they'll bloom twice.
Yeah, mine did that last year too, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah, my magnolia tree, bless its little heart, it would just, of course, the deer practically eat it down to nothing in the wintertime. So, I have a magnolia tree that's about this tall. Supposed to be about that tall, but,
On the other side, my Christmas cactus is still blooming like crazy, and it's full of buds.
really?
Well, last year, it bloomed up until after Easter. It was a couple weeks after Easter before it really stopped blooming. But it's just full of buds.
Oh, my.
You're doing something right there.
Yeah.
It's in the right place. And
It's in the right place,
Because I
maybe.
tried to move it one time, and the darn thing just looked at me and said, I'm not gonna move you. And it didn't.
And it didn't.
And so I moved it back to where I didn't want it, but where I wanted it, so.
Where it wants to be.
The biggest Christmas cactus I ever saw in my life. Pastor Sue, before she retired and moved back to Nebraska, had one here in her house, and you couldn't put your arms around it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just huge. And when that thing would bloom at Christmas time, it always did it about Christmas time. And she had it sitting in a west-facing bay window.
Yeah.
And it took up the whole bay window. But, yeah. Oh, when it would bloom, she would always tell me, come over, come over, come over. It's just full. This is so
I have no idea how old this cactus is, but as long as I can remember, it always sat in a bay window. And it faced to the south, but,
okay.
and it just, and every time we moved, and we moved often, I think, well, it's not gonna make it. You know, some branches would break off, but it came back, and so I have no idea how old this one is.
All right, well, it is 10 o'clock, so we are here. Happy Friday to you on Facebook. What a blessing we have to get together on a Friday morning with the sunshine out and 15 days approximately till spring and warmer weather coming, so we've got a lot to celebrate. And especially this wonderful body God has given us. So, let's start with great getting up morning. I bet that's what you said this morning when you got up.
Very well. I'm doing very well. Judgment very well. Very well. Days of very day are coming. Very well. Very well. Days of very day are coming. Very well. Very well. In that way, getting up morning. Very well. Very well. In that way, getting up morning. Very well. Very well. You see the lightning flashing. Very well. Very well. When you hear the crashing. Very well. Very well. When you see the stars falling. Very well. Very well. When you hear the chants calling. Very well. Very well. In that great getting up morning. Very well. Very well. In that great getting up morning. Very well. fare thee well. When you see the lightning flashing, when you hear the thunder crashing, when you see the stars a falling, when you hear the chariots calling, good news, chariots come, good news, chariots come, so clear up, chariots come, to the town. Long white road in heaven I know, long white road in heaven I know. I said, good news, chariots come, good news, chariots come, so clear up, chariots come, to the town. In that great morning, fare thee well, fare thee well. In that great morning, fare thee well, fare thee well. In that great morning, fare thee well, fare thee well. In that great morning, fare thee well, fare thee well.
What a blessing to be able to move like that. All right, sitting out on the edge of your chair, check your posture. Is your back straight? Are your shoulders rolled back? Is your chin parallel with the floor? Wonder how long we could sit like this. Maybe we'll try it someday. All right, we're going to do toes across the floor. Our little toes are going to crawl. So we're going to curl those toes under and your heels slide forward. Reach out, curl under, heels go forward. And just let those little caterpillars go across the floor. Working the toes, the arch, the ankles. Walk out as far as you can, just don't fall off your chair. And then come back and do it one more time. Curl and slide, curl and slide. Work those toes, so important. You know, when we were younger, we never thought about exercising our toes. You know, everything just worked. Now we have to exercise everything to make it work. All right. For keeping your balance and your back straight, we're going to bring up that right leg and then kick it out, bend and down, and left, out, bend, down, right, kick, bend, down, left, kick, bend, down, and one more. Kick, and left. All right. Hip bone lift. Working our 3 core muscle groups to help prevent falls. So we're going to look at our fingertips, head turns to the right, and we're going to tighten and curl and tighten the thighs, the abs, the glutes. That hip bone lifts off the chair a little bit. Now we just drop that hip bone, swing our arms over to the left, pull in those 3 core muscle groups, tighten, 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 and drop. Back to the right, pull in and tighten, 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 and drop. One more to the left. Pull in and tighten. 1, 2, 3, 4, and drop. All right. Oh, here we go. Arms out to the side. Work for the shoulders. Gonna make teeny tiny little circles one way. And then medium-sized circles. And then large circles. Very slowly. Just work those shoulder joints. And round. One more if you can. You can always stop and rest. Now we're going to go backwards. Big circle the other way. Feel that stretch in your shoulders, your neck. One more big circle. And now medium-sized circles. And then little teeny tiny circles. Feel the burn yet?
Yes.
And down. I'm thinking that to celebrate the coming of spring, we should do everything in 15s today, and then the next time we'll go down and down and no? Oh, Barb says no. I'm just thinking. Let's wait till we do that. All right, let's work those wrists. So we're gonna lace our fingers, cross our thumbs, and your favorite thumb, and we're not supposed to have favorites, but your favorite thumb is on top. So we're going to circle those wrists. Get that synovial fluid flowing in that joint. And then reverse, go the opposite direction. Now, I want you to unclasp, and when you go back, have your opposite thumb on top. Ugh. And circle. Does it feel different?
Yes.
We get so used to things the way they are comfortable. But the brain perks up when you do something different. So putting your non-dominant thumb on top, your brain perks up and says, "Ah, what is she doing?" So we grow new brain cells. All right. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our hands out forward. And this one is for the shoulders. And we're going to pretend we're pushing a big piece of furniture or something. And we're just going to push, push, push as far out as you can reach. And then bring them back. Drop those elbows down and relax that tension for a minute. And we're going to push it just a little further. Just a little further to go. Push, 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 push. And woo, all right, release that tension. Bring your arms up to the ceiling. Grab a wrist and just gently just tug that arm up towards the ceiling. Just giving it a good gentle stretch. And then down. Release. Come back up. Grab the other wrist. And pull, 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 pull. And release. Nice. All right. Let's do some breath work. So we're going to lace our fingers together. Then we're going to turn them out. And we're going to inhale as we take our arms up to the ceiling. And exhale as we come down to the right and back to the starting position. So inhale going up. Exhale coming down to the right. Now this time when we inhale going up, we'll exhale to the left. So inhale and exhale. And one more time each side. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And relax. I really like that one. When I swoop down, it feels like it's pushing all that air out of the bottom of my lung. And it's much easier than just trying to sit and do deep breathing. Alright, hip walk back to the back. Gonna take those legs out front. We're gonna circle those ankles. Need strong ankles. We can catch ourselves from tripping sometimes. We can go up and down stairs a little bit safer. One more time, each way, couple of times, circle, 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 reverse. And while we have our legs out there, let's point those toes forward and back and forward and back. One more time, forward and back. Now the right toe forward, left toe back, and switch, and switch, switch, and switch. Good job. That's also good for the thighs. All right. For the back, the lower back, we're going to do our lean forward, which means we're going to hang on to the back of the chair, and then we're going to let our chin lead our torso down towards the floor. Go down as far as you want. When you're there, stop. Tuck the chin under, and then come back up. And the slower you go, the more muscle you build in those abs and in the back. Just kind of rest against the chair. And again, chin leads us forward, down very slowly. Hold on to that chair. Let that chin and torso go down as far as you want. Tuck the chin under and come back up. And one more good stretch for that spine. Here we go. Chin leading you forward. Holding on. Bending down. Tuck that chin under. And come back up. I really like that one. Alright, while we're sitting back against that chair, we're going to do our side leans. So we're just going to let that right hand go down to the floor very slowly. And then back up. Down to the left again, very slowly. Just let gravity pull that hand down. And now this time when your right hand goes down, bring that left arm up. Fingers point to the ceiling. And now rotate down to the left. Right arm up. Fingertips to the ceiling. And this time we're going to really stretch those ribcage muscles. We're going to let that left arm curl over our head, fingertips pointing down to the floor, and then do the other side. Get a good stretch for those ribs. And fingertips under the chin. Check your posture. Sitting up straight, chin parallel with the floor. And we're going to do right arm reach. Follow your fingertips all the way around. And back. Now the left. All the way around. And back. And the right. And one more. go back to the legs. Gonna do figure eights with each leg separately. So we're gonna do a figure eight with the right leg, just draw it in the air. Boy, are we working those thighs and the hips. And now reverse, go the opposite direction. And down. Now the left leg, lazy eight. You can change the muscle pull by changing the direction of your toes. You either stick the toes out straight or point them up to the ceiling. Reverse. It feels a little different. Harder to draw with that toe up in the air, I know. All right, gravity glider. We stick one foot out, up on the heel. We take both hands, go down that leg as far as you can. Stretch those thigh muscles, your waist, your hips, back to the waist. And again, go down very slowly. Go down just as far as is comfortable. And back up. Now the opposite leg. Out front, up on the heel. Foot on the heel. Slide down that leg. Stretch those thigh muscles. My thigh muscles are saying, but I don't want to be stretched.
Yeah.
Sound like Lynn's plant. I'm not going to grow here. They just have their own mind sometimes. Good job. All right, the scripture we're working on for memorization is John 8:12. So hands on your knees, fingertips to right shoulder.
I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. John 8:12.
Yay! Yeah. No mask. No mask. I know. I can see your smiling faces.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Makes it so much more fun.
Wabash County.
Yeah, Wabash County. All right, we can either stand and do a little brain cross training, or you can sit, whichever works best for you. So if you want to stand behind your chair, in front of your chair, wherever feels best.
On the chair?
Oh, yeah. Not on the chair. I draw a line there. I'm not going to be catching anything. All right, first thing we're going to do is do the brain cross, the bilateral training we've learned. Lace the fingers and the thumb. One of your thumbs is on top. But now come out, go back. The opposite thumb is on top. Out. Change. Keep changing those thumbs. Dr. Carla Hannaford, one of the smartest women right now in brain research, developed this program and said this is one of the best ways to get your left and right hemisphere talking to each other. And if you can do that and speed it up, you're going to have better memory, better focus, better concentration. So who doesn't need that?
All of it.
All of us. All right, now cross those thumbs. And by this, we're going to draw the lazy eight laying on its side. Follow the cross with your eyes. And when you come down in the middle and cross that midsection is when you start the brain cells communicating faster. And then wherever you are, stop and put it in reverse. let that right arm go down a little bit, and then back up, and down a little bit, the other side, and back up. Stretch, stretch, stretch those intercostal muscles that hold your ribs together. Down the other leg. And back. Alright, earlobe pulling. Left arm across first, closest to your heart. Right arm across, thumbs on the outside of the earlobe. When we kneel, when we go down, we inhale. When we come up, we exhale. And also, you have to multitask and pull on your earlobes as you're going down. So you have to do two things going down. Alright, 3 of them at your own speed. Here we go. I have found that if you're standing in front of your chair and you have it placed just correctly, when you squat, you sit on your chair. I don't know if that's cheating or not, but it sure does feel good. All right, you can sit down. We're going to do a complete hookup. And this is where you cross your right foot on top of your left, or you can put left on top of right. It doesn't matter. But the key is, whichever leg you have on top down here, the opposite arm has to be on top. So for me, my right leg is on top, then that means my left arm is on top. That's the key. That's why it's a complete hookup. Lace those fingers, bring them up to the center, and take 3 deep belly breaths. And unwind. Yay! Alright, let's do a few sitting sideways. So sitting sideways with one hip and one leg out, up on those toes. Gonna swing out to the side and back. Out for 2 and back. 3 and back. Leg out to the side, or out to the front, foot on its side, hold on to the chair, and lift, and 2, and 3. Now bring that foot out front, and we're going to swing that gate open. 1, inner thigh stretch. 2, and 3. Now we get to stretch that leg out, pushing it to the back, leaning forward, get a good stretch. Back under the hip, and 1 more good stretch. Ah, feels so good. Okay. Now the other side. Up on that toe, swing that gate. 1, 2, 3, foot out front on its side. Hold on and lift. And 2,
time.
Time, you barely have time. All right, breathe on me. Deep breaths.
Until my will is one with thine, to do and to improve.
One deep breath.
Breathe on me, breathe on me, so that I'll never die. Breathe on me, breathe on me, let me get lasting life, everlasting life. Breathe on me,